Those are our words for today. Follow me, and here to discuss it, here to talk about it, here to give us some insight, Debbie Georgianni. Good morning, Debbie.
Good morning, Dave and Ron. Thank you so much. I'm a little bit under the weather, so I apologize if I start coughing. If I start coughing and sneezing, but I'm going to hang in there with you, and also for the Real Presence show today on Take Two. But yeah, follow me. Oh my goodness, what an amazing words! What amazing words to reflect upon and to really apply them to our lives, right? And in the readings, it's so interesting. Peter denies Jesus 3 times. Jesus asks Peter 3 times, how much he loves him, right? And it's a way to let Peter come back into like a good place after the denial, right? But Jesus talks about tending my sheep and then following me. And it's so interesting because we can absolutely put ourselves in that same place, right? How many times do we deny Jesus by the way we by our choices and when we commit sin, right? We're denying Jesus. It's an element of denying God and saying we don't love him enough. And then, we are asked continuously, even when we go to Mass, and we're, like today is a perfect example of those that practice the First Friday devotion. They are really going that extra step and going to Mass on a day that is not the Sunday obligation, and they're going there. Why? Because they are showing that they really do love Jesus in a deeper way. But then Jesus doesn't just stop there. You can't just love God in a brotherly way, right? You've got to start increasing that and getting back home to God. Well, how do you do that? You do that by taking care of each other and getting others to heaven, by picking up your cross and following him. And you need the strength and the absolute power of the Holy Spirit. There's so much we can learn and apply to our lives right now through these readings, and it's just so powerful, and it's an invitation, and it's a challenge to go deeper, and it's exciting. And we may end up going to our death in martyrdom, but you know what? You go straight to heaven, and that's pretty amazing. So it's exciting times we live in. We have incredible new leadership with the Holy Father, and it's exciting. It's exciting to be Catholic. You can feel the buzz of and the stir of everybody, looking into the Catholic faith and wondering what we're all about. This is the time that we can joyfully express being Catholic and spread it to the world. So I say we all follow Jesus.
Yeah, I love it. And look, we're going to follow you too, Debbie, but not too closely, and not when you're not feeling well.
That's right.
Just 6 feet away. But here's the thing. What we see with Peter is, he meets Jesus, right? All this, he meets Jesus. Jesus sets him in a different direction. He brings him into leadership in his church. But no one is going to claim that Peter's life became easier after he met Jesus. Right? I mean, he goes through all of these difficulties, through these stumbles, through this going forward, taking 2 steps back. But we all know how it ended, and that's the most important thing. He fulfilled the role that Jesus raised him up to do faithfully, but not perfectly all along the way. So we can learn a little lesson from that too.
Debbie, hope you feel better. We'll be listening this afternoon. Have a great day.